Kevin Mauldin. I'm the principal double bass of the Naples Philharmonic, and I play a lot of jazz around town. Today I'm talking to Bob Zottola. He plays trumpet, flugelhorn, an amazing jazz player. We're going to talk about what he did with his jazz albums from Music Minus One. So Bob, we've been playing on and off for the last 12 or so years. Tell our viewers about how you got started.
Well, Kevin, I've been pretty much immersed in music since I was a baby. My mother and father, both musicians, used to have rehearsals in the house, and I must have absorbed quite a lot from that, that kind of environment, listening to Louis Armstrong records and so on. It was kind of a given that I'd become a trumpet player to some extent.
Okay, so after high school, instead of going to college, music school, you went to the Air Force.
Yeah, that was interesting how that happened. My father heard about this opening in the U.S. Air Force Band, which was a continuation of the Glenn Miller Band, as a matter of fact, in Washington, D.C., and he said, well, let's go down and audition for it, and I passed the audition. They shipped me off to boot camp, and before you know it, I was playing alongside great musicians like Sammy Nestico and Tommy Newsom, and that was an amazing education.
Well, that sounds like that was a great experience for your career.
Yeah, I was raring to go when I got back to New York, and I joined Charlie Barnett's band, went on tour with him, got to play with Maynard Ferguson's great jazz band, Jerry Mulligan's band. He had a concert band for a while. And some other highlights, I did the 1964 World's Fair with Benny Goodman, big band. And then I got a call from my old pal Chick Corea to join him for a world tour in 1978, and that was really amazing.
So how is it that you were able to coordinate your schedule with your Broadway commitments and your Frank Sinatra gig?
Well, that was easy because the Broadway contract allowed me to take off 50% of the time without losing my gig, so I was able to work with Frank Sinatra and still have that steady gig on Broadway.
So you did a revival of West Side Story. Now, what was the longest show you did on Broadway?
Well, that was the incredible 16-and-a-half-year run of Les Miserables. And that's a really kind of a musician's steady job on steroids, Kevin.
You've been playing with a lot of famous folks. But what I want to talk about is Music Minus One and what you want to do with that whole conception.
I think they're a way to explain, clarify, expand, and demonstrate the concepts of how to acquire jazz styling and improvisational skills. And really all we're doing is kind of time traveling, regressing to how we learned language. Without any grammar instruction, we learned language, we learned vocabulary, and that's what this is all about, a natural approach.
So this is the question that occurs to me I should ask. Music Minus One, what is the difference between that and regular background tracks?
A quick way to give our viewers my methodology in producing these recordings without going deeply into the notes and comments that come with the albums is to focus on my 7-step program to acquiring these jazz skills. And that really starts with, number 1, sing and play the actual melody. The second one is read and understand the lyrics. 3 is play the actual melody, taking liberty with the rhythms and phrasing. 4 is to add ornaments and embellishments. 5, improvise connecting phrases. 6, create new melodies that have a similar character as the actual melody. And then finally, 7 is to compose extemporaneously, which is jazz, or do your own thing.
Well, thanks, Bob, for giving me a little bit of insight on how you did the Music Minus One.
Well, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, Kevin, and play with you. We have great times together, and I thank you for being here.